Good morning, folks. I'm here in this beautiful morning. I like to come out here in the mornings and do some thinking with nature. Um, there's something we need to talk about, something that it's current. Usually, I like to talk about current events that will affect us indirectly because we're not taking the decisions from the top. But I wanted to say this. Do you remember when when Trump was president? And in the beginning, they were so quick on the left and the Democrats to talk about his posture, talk about even the way he walks, questioning his cognitive abilities. Do you remember that? Even the time that the way he was drinking too much water, that they started talking about the medications that he was taking, and in other words, they were saying that he wasn't healthy enough to be president. And I watched this reporter from Fox interviewing these Democratic senators and congressmen and asking them about Biden's health, and he's turning 81, and they were. I'm already laughing how ridiculous this is. They were. Pelosi was one of them who they interviewed, and they you didn't think he's in shape and in good condition to. Yes, they all say yes. I'm like, first of all, he's older than Trump. He's older than Trump. I sometimes feel sorry because I have so much respect for the elderly and their journeys and their lives. You know what I mean? Um, with Trump, I feel sorry, man. I mean, with Trump, with Biden. Sorry, with Biden, I feel sorry because sometimes you don't even understand what the heck he's saying. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? And that was, for me, that was like, back then I didn't say nothing because the amount of shots they took at Trump, for me, was kind of relatively new because it wasn't done like that before to that extent when they did it to Bush. Yeah, the Republicans also took some jabs at Obama, which I voted for, and but they never questioned his ability to, because of his age, and this time they did it to Trump, and yeah, maybe I kind of saw what they were saying, um, but I was like, you know what, this is ridiculous. Where's that energy? If you are so quick to rush to judgment on Trump, it makes me feel that you're also going to keep that same energy no matter who's in the White House. And now you are delusionally answering yes to Biden's health, cognitive abilities. He can sometimes even get his words out. Let's not even forget the tumble he took. That was sad. That was sad. And embarrassing to the other countries looking at us. Because usually the president represents 100% of the country's current state. And that's the country's current state. Fragile, stumbling, incapable of getting his thoughts out correctly, not making sense. That's the state of the country. A lot of it is not making sense. We are stumbling and everywhere. So much turmoil, uncertainty. Yes, that is. And for these Democratic congressmen and senators not to keep the same energy and judgment for the current president, it's ridiculous. How they pick and choose who they throw under the bus, who they prosecute. Those forget there is in this country selective prosecution. If Trump, if Donald Trump wasn't Donald Trump, and if it was Donald Johnson, do you think they would be doing the same thing? They will not even give a crap about Donald Johnson. But since it's Donald Trump, they're using everything at their disposal, which I am not okay with. I'm not okay with you using any other kind of branch in the government to push forward your agenda for re-election and to slander somebody else's character that is running against you. I'm not okay with that. And I feel sad how the FBI has been behaving. They were considered neutral grounds. They were considered just agents protecting America. Now there are agents protecting agendas. And one agenda is protecting Biden's re-election by doing this with Trump. Like I said in one of my other videos, I am not a Trump fanboy. I never was. But when I call it out. I call it out when it's wrong is wrong. And when it's okay, when it's okay. When it's right is right. And if you did something wrong, I'm going to call it out, no matter who you are. And the way they are selectively prosecuting this man because he is a threat for Biden's re-election, it's so obvious and ridiculous. It is. I'm sorry, but it is. It's a joke. Using what, to a degree, it was sacred. The FBI was sacred, like the Central Intelligence Agency also. They run their own marathon. You know, they don't join the political views or agendas. The Department of Justice is one of them. Like it's independent, just. This ain't just or justice. You know, this is getting scary. Why? Because Biden is so quick to talk so much garbage about Putin, how he removes any kind of opponent out of his way. He does. Putin has always removed any competition to his cabinet, to his re-election, to his presidency. What do you think is happening now here? Putin uses his resources, his departments, to prosecute all these opponents and charge them and put them in jail or poison them. Who now here is using the same tools slowly? He's using the departments available to him to prosecute somebody who is going to run against him. And those are dictator mentalities, fascist mentalities. Using the government to take your opponents out of the way. That's what's happening. And it needs to be addressed. The delusional senators and Democratic congressmen thinking it's okay. This is not okay. This is a red flag. This is a red flag. Okay, right a year before the re-election, it looks wrong. Optics is everything. It looks wrong in the international stage. In foreign affairs, like they're not gonna trust us if we can get together and figure things out ourselves. You think other governments are gonna trust us? We are losing a grip because of this stupidity. That's what it is. Carelessness. And like I said, you know, it's ridiculous. Let me know what you think. You know, I want to hear your thoughts too. I know, you know, we can find common sense. Common sense. That's basically what we're looking for here. Common sense policies, common sense law that makes sense. That's the word, sense. Make sense of it all. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I think, and I'll keep you posted.